Hi everyone and welcome to the Let It Fly usage instruction video. In this video I'll walk through a few use cases. The first will be the airport to road use case. So here on my screen on the left hand side I have um, the rider view, and on the right hand side I have the driver. So these are two separate accounts, and I'll log in as the rider first. And then for the driver, go ahead and make sure that the driver toggle is switched to the right hand side, and then type in the username and password, and then click next. On the driver page, make sure to click begin working before before any request is made. Now on the driver side, I'll submit a request to navigate from San Francisco Airport to San Jose University. So after typing in SJSU, I'll choose SFO from the airport. So again, this rider is going from the airport to the school. And because these two directions are switched the wrong way, no result will come back. So make sure to switch on swap directions to navigate from the airport to the school. And then click on search for drivers. Now the driver himself is at the San Francisco International Airport, which is why there is now an option to submit request. The wait time is 0 minutes because the driver is already at that location. So after clicking on submit request, the route is shown from SFO International. The red pin denotes where the driver is currently, and the route, the blue line, goes to the school. This is the information about the ride, and in a few moments the driver should receive a notification that a request has been made. Cool, so now the driver has a notification here that the request has gone through, and after clicking on driver dashboard at the top, the driver can see the route between where the driver is currently to where the request destination is. Now in this section, I'll talk about the road to airport scenario. Now, like last time, I have the rider on the left hand side and the driver on the right. And now the driver this time is at the San Jose International Airport, and I'll click on the begin working button to set the driver working status. Now on the left hand side, I'll log in as a different rider, and this rider is trying to go from SJSU to San Francisco International. So I'll make the request by typing in SJSU here, and then clicking on request to ride at the bottom and choosing San Francisco International Airport. Now after clicking on search for drivers, the button turns into submit request because a driver is in range. I'll click on submit request, and now now you'll see two lines on the map, one that's orange and one that's blue. The orange one is the route that the driver will take to get to where the rider is currently. So the driver has to go from the airport to the school, which is the orange line, and then the overall route is the blue line, which is the school to the airport, which is this big blue line. And now all this information will also be relayed to the driver, so the driver can just click on driver dashboard at the top to hide the panel and view both of these polylines. Now I'll talk about the ride sharing with the 1 mile radius check feature. So now I have the driver again on the right and the rider on the left. So keep in mind right now that everything has been reset. So driver 0 at SJC is not busy, and on the left here, rider 0 is not currently in a ride. So rider 0 here will navigate from the airport in San Jose to Oakland International. And when clicking on search for drivers, nothing returns because the driver status is not active. After clicking on active, the user can submit the request, search for drivers, and then submit the request. And the rider will be assigned the driver that's on the right here. And so this blue line determines the entire route from SJC to Oakland International. And the rider now also can see the entire polyline. Now I will log out the rider and I will log in as a separate rider. Now this rider is at the In-N-Out in Milpitas on Ranch Drive. Notice how this location is within 1 mile of the blue line, which represents the route that the driver is currently taking. And remember that this driver is going to Oakland International. So over here, I'll select Oakland International for the second rider. So now the second rider has to wait 15 minutes, and I'll hit submit request here. And now this shows the ride sharing feature. So the orange line is the route that the driver will take to go to the new rider, and the blue line is the route that the three of them will take together. This is now reflected on the driver page on the right. The driver has 2 rides now, and the original rider will also see, if you take a look here, that there is a second ride going on. Thanks everyone for watching, and happy ride sharing.